Picture a 10-year-old's birthday party. The house is decorated and the balloons are floating. But the birthday girl, Sophie, is sitting quietly in her room, entirely unsmiling. The reason for the silence is heavy but simple. 6 months earlier, Sophie's mother passed away following a long, difficult illness. Psychologists often observe a phenomenon in these moments known as the grief vacuum. When a family forces traditional celebratory events, like cutting a cake or opening presents, the joy doesn't actually materialize. Instead, the celebration acts like a spotlight, illuminating the exact physical and emotional space the missing person used to fill. In the immediate wake of profound loss, milestones temporarily stop functioning as celebrations. They become painful metrics of absence. But after the guests leave, Sophie's father is cleaning up when he spots something in the back of a closet. It's a wrapped box, completely forgotten. Attached to the paper is a note written in his late wife's handwriting. It reads, "For Sophie's 10th birthday," but the date printed below the ink reveals it was written almost a full year ago. When Sophie opens the package later that evening, she pulls out a standard brown Build-A-Bear. For a moment, there is genuine confusion about why her mother would buy a generic toddler's toy for a girl entering double digits. Then, her father spots a slight bulge in the fabric. A small, concealed button is embedded deep inside the bear's paw. The discovery of the note pulls her mother's year-old intention into the present, linking her final months directly to this specific morning. Sophie presses the button. Without warning, her mother's voice fills the quiet bedroom, saying, "Hi, sweetheart." The shock is so immediate that Sophie's muscles go slack, dropping the bear straight to the floor. While photographs capture a static image, hearing a deceased loved one's voice triggers an entirely different neurological response. It prompts an auditory resurrection, firing off visceral, deeply embedded memories that a photograph simply cannot reach. The recording continues to play from the floor. Her mother acknowledges how hard the birthday must be, explicitly stating her wish to be there in person to provide comfort. Then she offers a vital instruction. She tells Sophie that love is an enduring force. It does not organically disappear or evaporate simply because a person's physical body fails. Through a short audio clip, the mother's role shifts. She is no longer a passive memory to be recalled, but an active, speaking participant helping her daughter survive the day. Before the recording ends, her mother leaves her with a physical task. Whenever life feels scary, she is to hug the bear as a proxy for her mother's arms and remember her own inherent bravery. This chart maps Sophie's age against major life milestones. As Sophie moves through different life stages, the bear provides emotional permanence while her surroundings shift. Watch as we plot her chronological leaps: high school graduation, leaving for college, and her first apartment. Over the course of those leaps, the utility of the voice inside the bear evolves. It begins as a necessary bawling for acute childhood grief. Eventually, it matures into a foundational source of courage for an independent adult navigating the real world. The bear carries a mother's reassurance across decades of life changes. Fast forward 20 years from that 10th birthday. An adult Sophie now sits in a dimly lit nursery, holding her own newborn daughter. Resting right beside them in the rocking chair is the worn, slightly faded teddy bear. It has survived the journey into an entirely new generational era. When the infant begins to cry, Sophie doesn't panic. Instinctually, she reaches over and presses a button inside the paw with a steady hand. Sophie is now the one providing the comfort she once received, using the same tool her mother left behind to soothe her own daughter. "Hi, sweetheart." The voice crackles through the speaker one more time. The audio hasn't changed, but its meaning carries an entirely new weight in this nursery. This graphic illustrates what we can call the generational echo. A grandmother's voice, originating from a single point in the past, ripples outward to comfort a grandchild she will never physically meet. Sophie closes her eyes. In the quiet of the nursery, listening to the static of the old recording, there is a visceral, fleeting sensation that her mother has momentarily returned to the room. Physical absence does not equal erasure. The voices and the enduring care of those we lose remain intact, serving as the permanent, unbreakable foundation that future generations are built upon.